Welcome to the Mount Clemens City Commission meeting, Monday, October 18th. We'll call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Campbell.
Here.
Fournier.
Here.
Goodnow.
Here.
Hammond.
Here.
Crop.
Here.
Menser.
Here.
Voorhees.
I'll entertain a motion to excuse Commissioner Voorhees.
Motion to excuse Commissioner Voorhees.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Goodnow.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to agenda item 4, announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports. We'll have a proclamation honoring with the Kiwanis Club of Mount Clemens. Do we have anyone here today representing the Kiwanis Club? All right. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to present the proclamation at one of their meetings, but we'll go ahead and read it. Whereas the Kiwanis Club of Mount Clemens was chartered in 1921, and whereas the Kiwanis Club of Mount Clemens, through guidance and example, works to make a difference in our community and develop future generations of leaders. Whereas membership is made up of local business owners, community leaders, and caring individuals that want to give something back and make an impact in the world. And whereas through their service and financial contributions, they make a difference by supporting organizations like Wigs for Kids, the Salvation Army, the Anton Art Center, State Highway Cleanup. And whereas the Kiwanis Club of Mount Clemens has been changing lives, helping those in need, and providing much needed support to organizations that make our city, community, and a world a better place to live for 100 years. Now, therefore, I, Laura Kropp, Mayor of the City of Mount Clemens, on behalf of the City Commission and all our citizens, do hereby recognize the history, the Kiwanis Club of Mount Clemens, and join in the celebration of their 100-year anniversary. All right, we will move on to item B, which are quarterly department reports. There are numerous reports listed. Does any of the commission have any questions or comments about those reports?
Yep.
Go ahead, Commissioner Menzer.
First of all, I really like the Community Development Department 2020 annual report, but there was some things in here that I was, really impressed with. The difference in permit revenue between 2019 and 2020, $334,000. That's pretty massive. And so I made a note of that. And I made a note of the rental inspections. The rental inspections were 723 for 2020. And I'm glad to see that. And I was wondering why, if we did 723 rental inspections, we only had 305 CFOs. So I just wondered what happened to the other 418. And in here, if you look at code enforcement on page 18, we did 463 less in 2020 than we did in 2019, and we did 571 less than we did in 2018. Mm-hmm. And so I'm disappointed that the numbers were so low. And in addition, I'm looking at in the back, it lists the committees and what the committees have done, and there's no committee report for beautification or traffic.
Commissioner Menzer, I will take the liberty of answering a few of those questions. One of them, I know some of those reports were many of the boards and commissions of the city during 2020 especially did not meet at all and did not have any activity because of COVID restrictions. And also, many of those numbers are down significantly because of COVID. I believe that we can ask Mr. Tingley, is he on our Zoom call, about the actual numbers, especially for the rental inspections? I'm assuming the C of O numbers don't exactly align with the rental inspections because we also do a yearly inspection, but we don't have to grant a C of O every time. But I will defer to Mr. Tingley.
Well, code enforcement is
Well-
primarily outside.
But
so-
rental inspections is what I was referring to.
Okay.
Mr. Tingley can answer.
Yeah, I'm here. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so in terms of the rental inspections, that number is not going to equate with the certificates of compliance that are granted on rental properties. We might do multiple inspections just to get a property certified. And as far as the code enforcement, our numbers were down, obviously, in 2020 due to COVID restrictions. And the numbers so far in 2021 are more tracking with 2019 than 2020.
But isn't most code enforcement for outside? And so how would code affect outside blight enforcement?
Well, we had staff that was primarily working from home for several months. They were not able to get out in the field as much.
Right. For several months, code
Yeah.
enforcement were not
Yeah, that doesn't
here.
make sense to me, but, okay, thank you.
Staff did not return until the office until June 2020, so. Anyone else have any questions or comments? Okay.
I would like to see that report earlier, though. So it goes through the end of December, and if we could get that, I mean, now we're 9 months into 21, so it's almost old news. It would be nice if we could get that like in the first quarter or something after the end of the year.
Do we know what the typical annual report is done?
I do my best to get it done as quickly as I can. And there are other things that take precedence over the report, obviously.
Okay.
One other comment is I will have the sheriff's department quarterly report on the next agenda.
Okay, and I think I have
Commissioner
asked,
Renter, go ahead.
I've asked previously for the Housing Commission report and for a separate report on vacant commercial building ordinance. Just in perusing the statistics for enforcement, there are a lot of vacant commercial buildings on that list: 95 gross spec, 99 gross spec, 67 Cass, 171 North gross spec, or Grasset, I'm sorry, 46 Macomb, 84 Macomb. So I would like to see a vacant commercial building report.
That's something that, is that something that you're comfortable with? I mean, I don't know what the procedure necessarily is if one commissioner, I mean, is asking for these reports. Is that something that we now add to this list of community reports? Is it, I mean, what is the protocol of that? Do we, we ask for 2 commissioners to support that, or, I mean, what is the?
Protocol would be for a motion to be made and a vote to be taken.
Okay. Commissioner Menzer?
I would make a motion that from now on, for the quarterly reports, the commercial vacant buildings is listed separately under the ordinance.
Under the,
I'll support it.
Under the ordinance?
yeah, I don't understand the
Well-
motion.
In the report is what,
Yeah.
in the report.
So is this just the additional report that he's creating, or, because Brian's going to be creating this report, right?
Right, it would fall under his department.
So we're adding another report for Brian.
Shouldn't there already be a report that you could just,
Well, like I said,
it's got to come off of something, right?
It's in
I pulled those off this blight report.
they're off the blight report
Yeah.
right now.
Well,
I think Mr.
let's
Tingley.
not go there.
I think-
Let's not go there.
I think
Yeah,
Mr.
it-
Tingley can answer. Go ahead, Mr.
So
Tingley.
there are going to be vacant commercial buildings that show up in that enforcement list, but the actual buildings that we send out notices to register as vacant, those are tracked under our certificates, not enforcements. But I can certainly provide that list.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this just a list of vacant buildings? Is that what you want?
Yeah, it'll just be a list, and it'll be the list of properties that we've so far sent out notices to have them register and pay the fee that's required.
That's fine.
Okay, so anybody else have any questions or comments? All right, call the roll, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Goodnow.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crab.
Yes.
Menzer.
Yes.
Okay, does anybody else have any questions or comments on quarterly department reports? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to adoption of the agenda.
Motion to adopt agenda as presented.
Support.
Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Goodnow.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Okay, this is the portion of the meeting where we allow the public to address the commission. We'll first acknowledge the public that is present in person and then with us on Zoom. The procedure is that you approach the microphone, give us your full name, your residential address, and you abide by our 3-minute rule. Is there anyone from the public in person who would like to address the commission? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, we'll go ahead and go to Zoom. Okay, wow, all right, great. All right, we'll move on to agenda item 7, administrative responses to issues or questions raised during previous meetings. Mr. Johnson.
We were asked last time during approval of the audit engagement letter how the fee compared to prior year. The maximum fee for the 2021 audit is $66,500. The fee for 2018-19 and 2019-20 was $64,500, which is a 3.1% increase. But it's over a couple of years. We do anticipate this is going to be significantly higher next year because we're going to be required to do a single audit. That's because we will receive more than we will spend actually more than $750,000 of federal assistance. It's all based on what you spend, not what you receive. And the single audit is something that replaced, previously they used to do audits of every single federal grant separately, usually with different audit teams coming in to audit a particular grant. And if you had several grants, you could be tied up for a long time dealing with auditors. So this was something that was lobbied very heavily by the municipal groups, including the government finance officers and the International City Management Association, the National Municipal League, Conference of Mayors, and others. So even though it did end up with us having to pay for the single audit, we still feel it saves us a whole lot more money than that on staff time. And most years we don't have to do it at all.
Any other questions or comments for Mr. Johnson? Okay, we'll move on. Approval of minutes, please.
I move to approve the regular city commission meeting minutes for October 4th, 2021.
Support.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Goodnow.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Agenda item 9A under general business, FFCRA paid leave extension. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the extension of the paid leave option under the terms of FFCRA through December 31st, 2021.
Support.
Mr. Johnson?
I believe you've approved this at least twice previously, once originally and one extension, and we let it expire in June, and thinking that we were kind of beyond the need, and we learned otherwise a couple weeks ago. We got hit very hard by COVID a couple weeks ago with 5 people involved at the same time. Actually, by far the worst at any time during this entire pandemic, the highest number of employees, and in this case, a couple of contractors too, who were there constantly during that time period. So we would like to continue this, and we would very much appreciate if the commission would approve this.
I think it goes without saying, even though we mentioned contractors, this would not extend to contractors.
No,
Okay.
This is for employees, but it's very important that we be able to provide paid leave to people with COVID or COVID exposures, because we don't want those people here. We want them off on leave.
Absolutely.
We want them when they're well.
Yes.
Let's just be clear. Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments? Okay. Hearing none, let's call the roll.
Goodnow.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Okay. Agenda item 9B, firefighter badge presentation. I don't think we need any motions or anything, so we'll go ahead and turn it over to Chief Shipman. It doesn't, but it's still working. Go ahead.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't magnify here. It just
We'll
goes.
hold this off here, I'm a move.
Okay.
All right, good evening. I'd like to have firefighter Ricardo Luna, firefighter Noah Lessner, and firefighter Brett Lepley come to the front, please. No rehearsal. So these three gentlemen you have before you this evening are about to complete a journey that started a year ago, a journey that began when they accepted the position to be a Mount Clemens firefighter. But all that earned them was a chance to prove that they deserve to be here. And you can see that they have no badges on their shirt. And this is the helmet that they wore. If you look at their shield, it's orange, and it merely says probationary firefighter. I have 3 badges, 3 individual numbers on it. These are their helmet shields. Those were kept in a display case, each and every one of those 365 days for these gentlemen to see. And they were told if they wanted them, they would have to earn them. And they would earn them by completing a rigorous training schedule for each one of those 365 days. That schedule would get harder and harder each day. And they were expected to rise to the occasion and the demands of the training. At the end of a year, we reevaluate them. If we feel that they haven't earned the right to work for this department, they are dismissed and relieved of duty. I'm very proud to say that all 3 of these gentlemen tonight have earned the right to work here. Now I want to be clear, because this journey is ending, all this is doing is starting yet another journey for them. A career-long journey, a lifelong journey, to rise to the excellence that this department demands, to rise to the excellence that our residents deserve. So in keeping a tradition, we like to let our firefighters' better half, and believe me, they're their better half, pin their badges on them whenever they earn one by making probation or if they're promoted. So if I could have Lauren please come up. Firefighter Luna, you've been assigned number 102. That number will be yours forever. Take and attach this to your helmet, and I want you to wear it with pride. Congratulations. Thank you. Can I have Maddie come up, please? If anybody draws blood, you get a bonus. Just so you know. Firefighter Lessner, you have been assigned number 103. This will be your number forever. Attach this to your helmet and wear it with pride, sir. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Last and certainly not least, Corinne, could you please come up? You can do a mask. Firefighter Lepley, you have been assigned number 104. This will be your number forever. Attach this to your helmet and wear it with pride. Congratulations. Everybody, I give you your 3 non-probationary firefighters.
Excellent. Congratulations. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Right. And you don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting.
Not much left.
We don't make everyone do that. Agenda item 9C, purchases and payments of invoices.
Move to approve purchases and payment of invoices as presented.
Support. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Hammond,
Yes.
Kraft,
Yes.
Menzer,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Goodenow.
Yes.
There's nothing listed under our consent agenda tonight, so we'll go ahead and move to city manager's report. Mr. Johnson.
Okay, I've got a couple of additional items that I'll start with. Actually, I think I did list the Santa Parade on here. Yeah, that's already listed for November 20th at 10 o'clock. But Meet the Candidates for City Commission video was produced by cable TV staff. It's airing on the government channel every day at 8 a.m., Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It airs at 8 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 8 p.m. It follows the State of the City address, which airs the hour before. Both programs are on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/BathCityBeat. Links to the video are on the city's website. Several of my departments were tied up a good bit of last week dealing with bank issues because of the merger or acquisition of TCF Bank by Huntington Bank. But it's created a ton of problems for city departments, most critical of these related to payroll direct deposits, deposit of change from parking meters, and we haven't even gotten into issues with statements yet, so
Wonderful.
we'll see how that works out. If you've looked at anything in the news, or if you want to look at anything in the news, just Google either of those bank names and you'll find all kinds of people having problems because of this bank merger. I don't really understand why, because I've been through many bank mergers and none of them have ever affected me at all, or my organization.
Including, we were with Chemical Bank to TCF.
Right.
And Community to Chemical, so, and there were not these issues, so. Are we looking into?
We are looking, but Cliff got a call from one of the bankers that he approached, and the response was, "I'm sorry, we can't take your business."
Goodness.
Because we don't have any place to invest the money that we've already got right now that
They
in
have too
return
much money.
anything.
Must be a nice
Crazy
problem.
world.
This is an entirely different world than anything I've ever faced before.
Yeah.
I can actually go back far enough that I can remember getting 22% on short-term money. Brand rollout, a couple of things are working now. MountClemens.gov is working. And you'll end up there regardless of whether you type in mountclemens.gov or if you type in the old one, cityofmountclemens.com, you'll still end up at mountclemens.gov. The phone number isn't new, but it is working. It always was. We're now going to be publicizing 586-469-6800, not 6818. Nobody here seems to know why we ever started using 6818 when we always owned 6800. But both numbers will work. We started using the new logo on commission reports. We're in the process of updating other documents, forms, and templates. We got the brand book from Redhead on Friday. We also got a number of other files for some of the other departments, the library logo now too. I've got a template for setting up other variant logos, so like we can create a DDA logo from the template. We're already using the new icon on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. CNG Newspapers delivered a totally redesigned Clementines last week as an insert in the journal. The website is in process. It's going to be a few weeks, at least a few weeks, before we have that actually up and going. And it's going to be more than just a new banner. We're looking at some significant changes to the website design. We're putting together specifications for new vinyl stickers for city vehicles and building doors. We're looking at logo clothing and other merchandise as well. Right now, it's our intention not to inventory any product. What I'd like to do is either use local stores if they're interested and/or internet-based services and not be involved in actually any retail sales here. Street signs, park signs, building signs, and wayfinding signs will come later, possibly much later. We do not have the resources to be going out and replacing signs just because we've got a new logo. We'll replace them as we would replace them anyway. It's just that we'll replace them with the new brand when that comes up. Special events coming up: Spooktacular, October 23rd. Noon to 3 p.m. at the Fountain Stage in Macomb Place. Trunk or Treat, also October 23rd, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Macomb Place parking lot next to the Anton Art Center. Christmas Open House, November 19th, Macomb Place between Walnut and Pine. Macomb County Santa Parade, November 20th at 10 a.m. on Main Street between the Robertson and northbound Gratiot. And Small Business Saturday, November 27th on Macomb Place between Walnut and Pine. Fire Department is going to have an open house on October 24th from 1 to 4. Any firefighters around? This will feature an equipment display, extraction demonstrations, a junior firefighter combat challenge, face painting, hot dogs, cider, donuts, and popcorn. COVID. Michigan numbers are still growing. I believe nationally they're starting to level off and maybe even declining a little bit. City recently experienced 5 cases, 3 among employees and 2 with contractors working in City Hall. Because of this, we have resumed masking. Macomb County's rate of new infections is growing and is significantly higher than Wayne, Washtenaw, or Oakland counties. Everyone in Macomb County age 12 or older is eligible to receive a COVID vaccination. For more information, please visit Macomb County Vaccine Central. There's a link in the agenda for that. And then we have a list of things that we already have scheduled for future agendas. A few additional things have already been added to it since then.
Anybody have any questions or comments on Mr. Johnson's report? Okay, hearing or seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on. This is the second opportunity for the public to participate and address the commission. We ask first, of course, in person, then we'll move to Zoom. We ask that you come to the mic and give us your full name and your residential address and abide by our 2-minute rule. Is there anyone in person who would like to make a comment to the commission? Hearing or seeing none. Patrick, I'm seeing you gesture. Nobody on Zoom? Okay. All right. Hearing or seeing none in both person or on Zoom, we will move on to commissioner comments. Commissioner Campbell.
I just want to say congratulations to the 3 firefighters, and they'll have a great career here, so congratulations.
Thank you. Commissioner Hammond.
Also, I'd like to congratulate the firefighters as well, and also the 100 years for the Kiwanis Club. And also today we lost someone great, General Colin Powell. I want to extend my sincere condolences to his family. He was a history maker, a modern day Black hero, a 4-star general, and the first Black American Secretary of State. He also earned the Presidential Medal of Freedom twice. I have a quote from General Colin Powell. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception, it's a prevailing attitude. And may he rest in peace. Also, we have a local hero, Haye, a Mount Clemens resident, was recently recognized in the Michigan Heroes Project. Carl is a positive role model for not only his own children, but also for many others. He mentors, coaches basketball, at times with his youngest daughter and a carrier on his chest. He organizes food distributions, youth programs, and more, and works hard at it all. He describes himself as a coach mentor for everything from life to basketball for the youth of the community. He helps runs an after-school program to give local kids a place to gather, complete their homework, get a healthy meal, and also have fun. Carl's life experience is very wide-ranging from location to career. He's a business owner, musician, author, and it gives him a valuable perspective that he readily shares with those around him. During COVID, he has helped to keep community youth active by pivoting a local pilot program for recreation to become an on-demand lending library for families to borrow recreation equipment for home use delivered directly to their doors. Additional community project involvement that Carl has participated in is the Sports Ports with Mount Clemens, the Project Play Kits, the census efforts to help engage residents in Mount Clemens to get counted in the census. He's active at the Church of Greater Morning Star Baptist Church with help organize food distribution and other programs to help people in need. He volunteers at various Mount Clemens and Clinton Township events. And Carl is he's incredibly involved individual in the Mount Clemens community. He seemingly jumps at every opportunity to be involved and support youth and families. Because of Carl, lives are fuller and futures are brighter, and he is a true hero. And this was submitted through the Michigan Heroes Project. Also, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. According to Turning Point, which is a local organization, 36% of Michigan women and 25% of Michigan men experience intimate partner violence, intimate partner rape, and/or intimate partner stalking in their lives. Turning Point is a great local organization available to provide support to survivors and their loved ones during their entire healing journey. For support, resources, or safety planning, call 24-hour hotline at 586-463-6990. Again, that's Turning Point, and they have a 24-hour hotline at 586-463-6990. And that's all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier.
And I'm going to say, I think you're going to get a round of congratulations here, but congratulations to our new firefighters. The department and the city are very, very proud that you've achieved this, and we're very fortunate to have you. Thank you. And I hope I will see everyone at the events coming up. There's quite a few things going on in Mount Clemens. And I also want to say congratulations to Carl. Wow, that was a beautiful tribute, and I'm glad you brought all that out. He definitely is a local hero. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Goodnote.
I just wanted to say congratulations as well. And I don't know how many of you guys could or could not make it out this weekend for the event, the Gay Pride. I had a phenomenal time. A lot of people had raving reviews to say things about the event. So if you didn't come out, you missed a blast. We had a good time. On Sundays, TCB Mentoring and Mr. Haye, of course, they have open gym at the YMCA from 5:30 to 7:30. So if you have any kids that want to come out and play ball, they need to let off some steam or the energy, feel free to bring them out. Thank you.
Commissioner Mentor.
I couldn't be more proud of you guys. You are true heroes. You come when there's trouble. You run towards the fire. The rest of us run in the opposite direction. You are true heroes, and we are so lucky to have you. Thank you all. There's a new group in town called the Friends of the Mount Clemens Public Library. We formed this group so that we could raise funds to bring new materials, new books, new magazines, and hopefully a playscape once the library is fully opened in the spring. So poor Commissioner Goodenough and Fournier and Mayor Kropp, I practically attacked them. I was working the table for the library at the Gay Pride Festival, and I badgered them into making donations. So,
I'd have to badger.
No, right, I was gonna say.
I want to tell you, we
My wallet
raised,
was
for spinning the wheel for prizes at $1 a spin, we raised $475 towards the playscape for the library. It was a lot of fun. It was a little bit of work. But if you are at all interested in supporting the library and being part of this group, there's a Facebook page called Friends of the Mount Clemens Public Library, or you can contact me, and we'll get you hooked up. I think it's a great thing. The library does a lot of good things for every resident in this community. It was a busy weekend. Friday was the replacement homecoming game for the Mount Clemens Battling Bathers. Unfortunately, we did not prevail, but these guys played their hearts out in the rain, in the cold, and through some injuries. Our firefighters were at the big game because we had a firefighter injured. So you guys play a massive part in our community, and we depend on you. So thank you for being here for us always.
Wait, just to clarify, you had a player injured, right? Not
Yeah.
a firefighter?
No, player. It was a player.
It was a player, okay.
I was gonna say.
Right? Did I hear wrong?
No.
Okay. Like, I didn't hear about the firefighter injured.
Were they out there trying to make it happen?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, okay. All right, very good. All right, thank you for your report. And I'll start mine with good news. We had the retirement board meeting. While not exciting, it was very happily reported that our retirement fund at this point is 100% funded. And so I thank all of the board members at this point who definitely work hard to make sure that, you know, that the city's retirement fund stays in good shape. The Pride Festival this weekend was an incredible, it was the first annual Macomb Pride Festival, and it was housed here in Mount Clemens, and it was a real showing of community spirit within the streets of Mount Clemens, and it was a celebration of including everyone, and we were really proud to host that, and I think that it will grow into an even larger event next year because it was widely attended, and it was a great day. And so I'd like to thank all of the other local officials that came out to support that. County Executive Hackle was there to kick that off. Paul Gilliam, Treasurer of Clinton Township, State Representative Bill Sowerby was in attendance, Congressman Andy Levin, and County Commissioner Julie Matuzik, who represents Clinton Township. So, as well as several other of our commissioners as well. So thank you very much for everybody who attended and supported that initiative. I also attended the First United Methodist Church 200-year anniversary. And so they are one of the oldest churches in Mount Clemens. They're the oldest church, but they are also one of the oldest churches in our county. And I think it's a testament to their ministry that they are one of the oldest churches, but they're one of the most active churches in our community. And they have serviced quite a few of our, especially of our homeless population, and they do a really great job of ministering around the city. So we thank them for their efforts and congratulate them on 200 years. I, of course, would like to thank and congratulate the 3 new firemen, and I really appreciate all of your efforts during your probationary period, and I hope that, and I expect to see the same effort in the next ones, which I'm sure we're going to get because you guys have been terrific. So thank you very much for all your efforts. I would like to thank Nikki Ratuznik and Teresa Bryant. They put together a great brand new Clementine, completely redesigned, and that was pretty big effort to turn all of that around from when we launched at the State of the City address to putting this whole newsletter together. So I'd like to thank them for all of their efforts on that. They really went above and beyond. And the comments that I've gotten from the about the new Clementine is that people find it much easier to read and are enjoying it. So, and I think Paddles, for the most part, is getting a. I think our new logo for Paddles, or our new tagline for Paddles, could be "We're getting our ducks in a row." I like it. I'd like to mention that I am going to have to move my coffee talk dates for November. So I will have 2 new coffee dates. They will be Tuesday, November 16th at 9:30 a.m. at John's Family Grill. Thursday, November 18th at 6:30 p.m., hopefully at Black Cat Coffee, and hopefully the health department will get it together and come in and inspect them. So if anyone in the health department is watching, please go inspect our new business so they can open. They've been waiting for 6 weeks. So, also, November 20th is the Mount Clemens Santa Parade, and we are looking for others to join us in volunteering and to walk in the parade. If you have an organization that's interested in walking in the parade, we would love to have you. We are making it very easy this year to participate. If you go to mountclemenssantaparade.com and you want to spell out MOUNT, not MT. So MOUNTCLEMENSSANTAPARADE.com. So mountclemenssantaparade.com. Please go to the website, fill out the form. It's very, very easy. And you can register and get an email back with all the details about the parade. It's very, very easy. We just want to stress that. So we'd love to have your organization. We'd love to have all of our commissioners walking in the parade. You don't have to fill out the form. And with that, I will go ahead and move to, I guess we don't have to move, but I guess we will take a 5-minute recess because we're going to move into closed session. So we'll take a 5-minute recess, we'll say our congratulations, and then we'll come back. Do we? To go into closed session, we do. Okay. Go ahead.
Motion.
I move that we go into closed session
Support.
after a 5-minute
Oh,
break.
for the purpose of,
To discuss pending litigation.
To discuss pending litigation.
Support.
Okay.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.